And with that, we're live. Had to start this out a little different tonight, I suppose. Um, who would have thought I would have been doing a live stream 3 nights in a row this week? Uh, Either I've got a screw loose or Josephus is pushing me to do more. So uh, hopefully a couple more people are gonna file in, and I've got an update on the Synology network um, adapter debacle. So we'll talk about that, and I'm shooting for maybe just one JAU tonight because I've got to do a little bit of prep work for the work I'm doing at the community center tomorrow, and make sure I've got all my stuff together that I need for that project. So, not entirely sure exactly what all that's going to entail at the moment, but I know I'm doing network working on their network. So it'll be interesting. My intention is at this point to put in Pi-hole, Pi-alert, and Uptime Kuma, so that I've got some idea when things go down and they have issues down there. So yeah, this is I'm getting the notification on StreamYard that I've got less than stellar bandwidth going right now. Um, hmm. Again, I am not on Wi-Fi, and it always their suggestion always boils down to uh, connection is unstable. If you're on Wi-Fi, try plugging into your router or moving closer to it. Well, I've got Wi-Fi turned off. Um, I've got nothing running in the background tonight. Um, I am showing 275 down. And this is interesting. I'm stuck at 8 up. And the latency is what's killing me, I'm assuming. 860 milliseconds. Um, that's interesting. So I ran the speed test from the command line. Idle latency is 31.44 milliseconds, but they're high. It's reporting 860. That stinks. That really stinks. I guess I'll be doing some more digging this weekend to see if I can figure out where this problem is coming from. All right. David Grishko has been here. It was the first one in. I'm streaming tonight, but I'm streaming church. Nothing personal. And look at there. It's Tony. He did, in fact, make it. Hey, Josephus. You really have to go watch that movie History of the World Part 1 to really get the humor of where I'm pulling this from. Tony's probably seen it, but yeah. Hey Ashley. Oh my. uh I don't know why I'm finding this so humorous, but uh I am finding it humorous, so we're going to continue to run with it. Pull up the clip. I don't even know if I could find that. Um uh you people. uh okay, so we've been live for almost 8 minutes. I guess if this one gets demonetized, I'm not terribly worried. I don't know if you'll be able to hear the audio on this though. Give to Oedipus. So yeah, that is the one and only Gregory Hines. Um, when anybody says, "Hey Josephus," you're supposed to respond, "Hey mother," fill in the blank. Uh, all right, so I got home from work tonight, and I thought Amazon can't screw up 2 days in a row, can they? And the answer is no. I actually got, if I can get that to focus somewhat, I actually got the Synology E10G 22 T1 Mini. Um, and let's see if I can open this sucker up. No, I do not have a knife near me, so I am using my handy dandy Belkin screwdriver, pen screwdriver. If I can just get into the plastic, then we'll be all set. There we go. All right, plastic set aside, and the box. Okay, so there's my hand. There's the size of the box for comparison, right? There's the actual network card. And compared to the size of the box, yes, there was a bunch of foam inside. I have to hand it to Synology. They did pack this thing nicely. So all right, so we have liftoff on the Synology network adapter. Let's see. And I pay for this abuse? Well, yes you do, Joe. But you love it and you know it. You wouldn't egg us all on if you didn't. um and Ashley's just laughing here in the background. Couldn't hear it. Can you play audio through StreamYard? There's probably some sort of uh, background software I have to get on the Mac in order to do it. Um, so, what's your beverage of choice tonight? Well, I'm being bad. I'm drinking Sprite. Um, I only allow myself a little bit of pop on the weekend, and yeah, I let myself get a bottle of pop tonight, but that'll likely last me the whole weekend because I drink so doggone much water anymore. Um, I had to call in a favor with bozos to get you that 10 gig card. Do you still have him on speed dial, Josephus? Yes, he does. You love it and you'll enjoy it. I don't know. That sounds like a "that's what she said" comment, but well, you have 3 hours to figure it out, Jeremy. Audio, that is. I don't know if I'll be doing that tonight, but um, we're in this for a little bit, I suppose. Not 3 hours. I'll be lucky if I go one. Um, Yum. I drank half a bottle of wine tonight at a dinner meeting, so weigh in tomorrow is going to be rough. Yeah, 3 JAU tonight for my troubles. Man, then you better hop a private jet and get here by 9 o'clock in the morning so you can help with this network project I gotta go do. uh I'm not even sure where to begin on this and trying to detect the rogue devices on that network. Uh, I'll do what I can, what's humanly possible, but I'm not expecting miracles at this point. Let's see. Okay, and Alonzo made it again tonight. Welcome, Josephus Airways, on my way. Well, hey, you can make it a tax write-off, right? Jeremiah. Okay. I see how it's going to be. Jed Barnes. Hello. Welcome. All right. So, uh, the main the main idea I had for tonight was just talking a little bit about this whole debacle with the Synology thing, and thankfully that worked out. Um, I knew since I was going into town tomorrow for this network project that I'm gonna take the wrong item that they sent me the first time, and I get to take it to Staples, and all they have to do is scan a QR code on my phone, and they will handle sending it back to Bezos Land or Bozo's Land, um, as apparently it's going to be called from now on. So all right. We have 8 whole people watching tonight. I see a chunk of you came over from Tony's stream. Um, so this should be interesting. Let's see. Interesting discovery after the edge router failed. Back to main ISP. My VLANs lost internet connectivity. Main LAN was fine. Have some troubleshooting to do. All right, that is interesting. Um, so wouldn't your VLANs, since those are, oh, never mind. Wrong train of thought. Yeah, that is interesting. because regardless of internet connection, those should stay up through the edge router. So maybe it wasn't T-Mobile, or is Netflix on main lane? Hmm. Interesting. All right. So I have not, as yet, done any real further troubleshooting with Uptime Kuma, but just for the sake of argument, ever since we switched PVE02 over to checking with ping, uh, everything has shown as being solid. Um, I'm likely still going to go ahead with my plan to do the reload tomorrow afternoon, uh, possibly. But so far, so good. I still think it's odd. So let's go a week. Obviously you can see this is where we switched to the ping. And yeah, everything's good there. So interesting. I still think it's funny because PVE 01 is still checking via the TCP port. And that's been rock solid the whole time. With one outage, which was when I turned it off for a minute. The 7010 Proxmox is also being checked by the TCP port, as is the Proxmox backup server. And the Synology is a ping, and the I gotta rename that. That's not that's not a USG anymore. That is OpenSense. So, hey, look at that. Puts it on top. All right, let's see what's going on in chat. Correct. No, Joe. TVs are an IoT. Do you have a pen on you? I have a pen. It wasn't on my person, but it was sitting next to me. I took it out of my fleece pocket earlier. Voice VLAN offline as well. So Tony, when you had T-Mobile, could it actually have worked? Don't think so. T-Mobile was backup VLANs. Still had internet. I think it had something to do with failback. Did anyone send $5 to Ugreen to secure a 40% discount in regard to their Kickstarter for their NAS? I did not. I've got too many NAS boxing as it is. Hey DL. For Tony, I can send you my edge router config for reference if you think it may help you. All right. So, just because of what StreamYard is reporting here. How's the video looking? Is that coming through all right? I'm not currently monitoring this on my phone, although I'm going to here in a minute and just see what's happening. Um, but that looks it looks okay. Um, so I guess we'll run with it. Um, Boxing. Well, just for you, Joe. Just for you. Um, Cephas. Um, U Green reached out to me to do videos on their boxes. Haven't heard back yet. Nice. Video's low bit rate, but audio is good. Um, yeah. I I'm perplexed by this whole thing at this point. The This had been such a solid connection, and then it's just turned to poo. Um, well, let's try this. See what happens. Just for the sake of argument. Um, Download speed is great. It's the upload I'm worried about. We will see. Oh, it hit double digits for a hot minute there, or a few seconds, anyways. Well, it's better than what it was last night. If it make you feel any better, I could switch over to 720p. We're up to 10 people watching. Right on. Um, Apparently, I'm not the only one that doesn't have Friday night plans, or you know, doesn't spend Friday night watching that Canadian dude. And no, I'm not talking about Jason's Lab. I'm talking about the big Canadian dude that has more money than sense. I think that should give it away who I'm talking about. This might be the same Canadian dude that blew up his system when he tried to run Steam on Linux last year. Um, but hey, um, videos low res. Yeah, that's the upload speed that's plaguing me at the moment. The best I can do at this point is probably going to be to switch this down to 720p and hope that it recovers a bit. Maybe this will look better. I'm not going to promise anything at the moment. But when it's telling me I've got a 60 millisecond ping and only 9.3 megabit upload, I am not in the least bit surprised that I'm having some issues. Maybe it just doesn't like that I'm streaming 3 nights in a row. Um, so the plan for next week is not to do 3 nights in a row. So the plan for next week is likely going to be Sunday, Wednesday, Friday. Um, Put a little bit of space in between, and maybe um, maybe it will cooperate with me. Well, it's better. Okay. Your connection is fairly good. And of course, it still says if you're on Wi Fi, try plugging into your router or moving closer to it, which doesn't help me in the least. Um, yeah. And yes, if you could all hit like, that would be greatly appreciated. Um, I've been thinking about this new feature that the YouTube has, and it seems that I find myself in a bit of a precarious situation because um, they are supposed to highlight the little button, the like button, under the video. But given that my name, my surname is Like, if I'm talking about my name Like, are they going to penalize me for saying my name Like over and over again? I don't know. I'm having fun. Um, um, WAN show is actually pretty interesting. I only watched that. Luke and Linus have a good chemistry. Yeah, I still think the second individual is a kind of a pompous arse, as the Brits would say. Um, but that's just my opinion. So, all right, what else is going on? What else is going on? Not a lot. I've been kind of planning in my head what this weekend is going to look like, and it basically hinges around how much of my Saturday is taken up working at the community center. Um, because I just don't know with what they've been doing with the electrical system, and I assume they didn't bother to turn off the network equipment before they cut power for their electrical upgrade. Um, I just don't know what I'm going to find. I don't know if I'm going to need to be running cable or if it's just going to be reconfiguring things and trying to pinpoint rogue devices that might exist on the network that people that think they know more than they actually do have just randomly brought in and plugged in. And I do not have a problem pulling those devices if it comes down to it. Um, so it's going to be interesting. Which reminds me, I need to charge my laptop tonight so that I know I'm ready to go. Um, but um, yeah, let's see. Um, he is a bit pompous, but got to give credit for the empire he built. Not easy. Yeah. Um, I don't know the full backstory on his empire. I know somebody else that built an empire, but he did that after receiving a small loan of $1 million from his daddy. Um, and I suppose if I got a small loan of $1 million from my daddy, uh, maybe I could have built an empire too. But um, yeah, in any event, uh, um, so uh, if I get back from the community center job tomorrow at a reasonable time, say like by or before 3 p.m., knock on wood, I'm really hoping. Um, I am going to tear down my office and try to get that sit stand desk put together and get enough of The Office put back together so that I can do the Sunday night stream. Things may not be perfect. I'm probably going to have to still be experimenting with lighting for Sunday night, but I'm at the point that I really want that desk in here. It's a wider desk, so I'm not gonna feel quite as cramped on this one as I do on this one. But uh, yeah, that's my plan for the weekend. Hopefully everything will be put back together, and provided I'm not plagued by um, internet issues on Sunday, because you never know what's going to happen when you pull everything apart and start putting it back together. But provided I'm not plagued by internet issues on Sunday night, I will be live again. Um, so that's kind of the plan. I did see for a moment there we peaked at 13 people watching. Lucky number 13. That might be a new record. I purchased the Noctua screwdriver from Linus. Nice. So, I did not bring the Synology into the office. So I'm not doing the upgrade on that live right now. But um, I will probably I'll probably bring it in here and at least show the back of the unit and sort of a before and after type of get some before and after footage of that being in, and then when I turn it back on and have it plugged into the 2.5 gig switch, then um, we'll play with running some backup stuff to it. Let's see. TVJ says I'm going to rebuild one of my VM hosts. It has several VDI issues that I think are causing me issues. Interesting. I have one of his ratcheting screwdrivers as well, and they are the best I've ever used. And see, now I've heard conflicting stories on his screwdrivers. Um, it seems like I saw one video where they were saying that there was a generic branded screwdriver that was basically the same thing for like a third of the price. So I don't know. Can't stay long. I went down a rabbit hole and I think I found the issue. So now I have to spend time with the wife. Well, send everybody's best to Haley, and maybe she'll have mercy on you and not get too mad. So, all right. So what else? What else? Um, I suppose we could go down the rabbit hole of um StreamYard, computer audio. How do I play background music or share computer audio? So they've got a support article about this. So okay. So let's put this back on me. It says click share screen present, share screen. This is for sharing a Chrome tab. What I really want to do is share computer audio. Put this back over here again. Let's cancel that. Sharing desktop mode, desktop audio. You can share audio from your entire desktop easily with PC computers. It's not supported on Mac OS. So there's got to be a workaround because I know I know Mac people and they don't let these not supported issues slow them down when it comes to doing audio and video stuff. Kind of like Linux people, but you know. Um, I own the generic that he licensed some of the parts on. It's not even close. It's from Mega Pro. Interesting. Well, maybe I'll have to consider getting one of the LTT screwdrivers. All right, not supported on Mac OS. That's really disappointing. Um, that's disappointing. It does make me wonder though if there's not some way to do it. I swear there's let's see. There's gotta be how to use loopback with StreamYard. Can't set this up because it would require me to restart the computer after installing it. But it would give a virtual mic so it could pass through. Interesting. I'll have to mess with this and see if I can't figure that out. So it's basically an audio patcher of some variety or whatever the terminology is for that. Yeah. You can do it. Use VB cable. What's VB cable? VB virtual audio apps. That's a Windows audio driver. VB cable by VB audio. Is that the same one? Is that it? Yeah, it's Windows. Interesting. Loopback and VB Cable do the same thing. Just stream from the ATEM. Well, if I stream from the ATEM, I can't put up chat. I don't have that capability yet. When I tried it, I never got it working completely. Why aren't you streaming from the ATEM? Well, good question. I got comfortable with StreamYard and I stuck with StreamYard. Um, that's the only real excuse I've got. I'm paying for StreamYard. I try to eat my dog food and use it. BB Cable is awesome. They have a Mac version now. It's the first one. So let's see. BB Audio virtual apps. They do have a Mac driver. So let's see what they've got here. What does their README say? Okay, so 08 is the one I want. Continue, agree, install for all users, install.